Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up ClickMagick to track your email funnel when you're building an email list and also promoting affiliate products as an affiliate to the people on that email list. So at this point, you should already have a ClickMagick account with a custom domain set up. I'm not going to cover that in this video, but everything else should be covered as I go through here. So first step is use ClickMagick's funnel tracking setup tool. If you go to tools, it's right here. That's the page I'm on right now. So this is my link domain. It's what I'm just using for the demo here. And I'm just going to give it a name of, well, they already have weight loss funnel in there, so we'll just use that. And the page name, so like what it says here, make sure that you enter your landing page or the first page of your funnel first, or nothing else will work. So it's going to be my squeeze page. It's where I'm capturing their email address from. And the URL, I have just a demo ClickFunnels email capture funnel created in here I can use. There's a squeeze page. And here, this is going to be the thank you page. I'll have to go in and make some changes to this in a second, but I'm going to grab the URL of this squeeze page and paste it right there. So if you have, if you wanted to use ClickMagick to track, maybe you're selling your own products or something like that, and you have multiple pages that you're tracking, you can go ahead and add more pages. You really don't need a page for your thank you page. It's just not required. So for right now, I'm just going to click create funnel groups and links. Oh, I already have a tracking link with the same name in a different funnel actually, but that's okay. We'll do WL squeeze page for weight loss. So funnel tracking links created. So now what we can do is go over to links. And I'm going to change the link group to just my weight loss funnel link group. And link groups, this is kind of confusing if you've never used ClickMagick before. Link group is really just a way to organize all of your links for that specific funnel. And when you use their funnel setup tool, what it does is it creates all that organizational structure for you and kind of the hierarchy that's required by ClickMagick when you're using funnel entry links and stuff like that. So I'll explain all that stuff as we go here, but this is the tracking link that they've created for my squeeze page. So if I click on that, I can see this would be the tracking link that I would use if I just wanted to send people straight to my squeeze page. And you can see there's my link down there. You can edit this stuff down right here if you want for the ending part. That's up to you, but that's really just the first step. So we got two more things inside of ClickMagick as far as link groups that we need to change. So weight loss funnel, the main link group is just going to be your squeeze page and any other pages on your website. The other two link groups, you got one for email links, one for entry links. So we'll do entry links first. I don't have anything in here. An entry link is actually the link you're going to use at the traffic source that you are using. So, if let's say you're using Bing ads, you would create a specific tracking link in here, which I will do here in a little bit, for Bing that you would use. And that tracking link, what it's going to do is it's going to first attribute that click to Bing, but then it's going to send that person to your squeeze page that's attached to this funnel. So that's where the hierarchy part comes into play. It automatically knows what direction to send people in based on what link group and what funnel it's attached to. So email links, pretty much, kind of self-explanatory. These are any kind of links that you are linking, using inside of an email. If you're promoting affiliate products to your subscribers, then you would create, specific links in here for each product that you wanted to promote. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll start with actually, I'm going to go back to this weight loss funnel link group, the main link group, And what I'm actually going to do is create my affiliate link for the product I'm promoting, and I'm going to actually create a tracking link inside of this main link group, because what this funnel does is somebody opts in, they get sent directly to this thank you page, and I have it disabled right now, but it normally would redirect the user within 5 seconds, and it redirects them automatically to the product that I'm promoting as the affiliate. I'm not really giving anything away here. I'm just doing what I call a gated VSL. So I have a squeeze page where I ask them for their email address, and I'm pretty much just gating off the video sales letter. But I want to use this page so that I can fire conversion pixels, so I know when I get email opt-ins. So I let this sit for 5 seconds, and then I redirect them over to the offer. But I got to have a page in ClickMagick that's really not really a page. Sorry, got to have a link in ClickMagick associated with my my offer that I can send them to from here, because I don't want it in my email entry link group, and I don't want it in my not entry link, my funnel email link group, or I don't want it in my funnel entry link group. Entry links are just for traffic sources. Email links are just for emails. Anything else has to go inside the main link group. So I'm going to go ahead and click create new link. Make sure, so when you're creating a new link, it's going to create that link in whatever link group you have it set to. By default, yeah, you can change it right there. So I'm going to go over to Clickbank and just grab a product here, affiliate link. So just research as a health supplement. I'm going to right click that and click copy link address and go back to ClickMagick, and that's going to be put into my primary URL for this, and this would be my Clickbank affiliate ID, which I have an account. It's just called Dustin Demo. And the name, we will call the name of the product, Resurge. And I don't have to put any kind of a slug there. They'll come up with one for me if I want, or I can descriptively name it, which isn't never a bad thing as long as you don't have that slug already taken somewhere on this domain. So as far as like the parameters and everything else go, you got a couple options. There's a few ways that you can do it with ClickBank and how it's integrated with ClickMagick. You can do postback and you can do pixel tracking, but that would be something to discuss in a different video because it's kind of an integration thing with ClickMagick. They have very good documentation too, so that's really what you want to do, kind of just for good measure, basically, is put in the ClickBank click ID. So there's a lot of different click things that I'm using here: ClickBank, ClickFunnels, ClickMagick. So click this little wrench to add affiliate click ID parameter, and then find whatever, maybe you're promoting a product from a different affiliate network. ClickBank, and make sure it's the affiliate, and it automatically just appends that straight to the end of it. What that does is it tells ClickBank, like, hey, store this click ID from ClickMagick, and if there's a conversion that happens from this person, send me their click ID back so I can document it in the reports as that person converted. That way you can see who converted, where they came from, and everything else. It attributes back to the funnel in ClickMagick. Yep. So from here you can do create link. Make sure there aren't any errors or anything. All right, now we can go. I'll go in and create an email link. So this will just be, somebody opts in. They opt in. I'm automatically sending them here. They're going to go automatically to see the video, but maybe they get busy, couldn't finish it. So it's definitely a good idea to send them an email just to remind them, like, hey, in case you missed it, here's a link to the video. So I'm in the funnel email links group. Click create new link. This is going to be same thing. It's going to be Resurge. You can, if you want to change it to like email link. That way you know if you're looking at all of your links for some reason, you can tell the difference between this one and the other one that I just created in the main group. For here, I'm not going to mess with a slug because they're not even going to see it anyways. It's just going to be a redirect inside the email. Then the primary URL is going to be the same as this that we just did. So copy link address, paste it, change your Clickbank ID, affiliate ID, and then add in that click ID parameter, and then click create link. Now the next part is the entry link. So we'll do entry links first, and I'll go over and talk about the conversion pixel. The entry link, again, this is if anytime you're doing any kind of traffic source stuff. If you're doing Facebook ads and then also Bing ads and then maybe Google ads, you're going to need 3 different links at least. So make sure you're in the entry links link group, click create a new link, and then they just kind of automatically do it for you. And I just usually just leave it how they have it because it's confusing if not. You don't really want to edit anything that happened down here. You really have to leave this exactly as is, otherwise it'll mess everything up and it won't attribute the clicks to the funnel. It'll just show clicks in this entry link, tracking link. It won't attribute any of the data to the funnel if you mess with any of this. One thing you do want to add though to this, and again, this is just for the entry links link group. This is the link that you're using in the traffic source right here. One thing you want to add to the end of this is actually going to be the ClickMagick cross-device tracking. No, yes. So you can do it that way. You can do what I just did, but what I recommend is actually getting rid of the question mark and the parameter, and just putting the what this is the ClickMagick visitor ID. I might recommend putting that in as a sub-ID on this primary URL link. So what it's going to do when somebody visits this link, it redirects them to your squeeze page. Technically, it redirects them to your tracking link for your squeeze page in ClickMagick, which then takes them to the squeeze page. And what we want to do is go back into our tracking link for the squeeze page and use this value on the page. We want to be able to store it on the page so that we can then store it inside of our email, like CRM software. And we can just append that to every single email link that we use. That way we know, if somebody is maybe initially they come to your site on a desktop computer and they opt in, and then maybe you send them a couple of emails a few days later and they're on their phone reading the email and they click one of the links. If you have that visitor ID token inside of your email links, that attributes that click back to that initial person, even on another device. So, again, it's very confusing. If you don't understand it, try watching the video a couple more times. If you just still don't understand it, let me know. Because it does take a while to wrap your head around. There's a lot of different moving parts. And so again, now we're going to go back. I didn't want to talk about that part, this next part, until after I showed you what I just did there. So we're going to go into this squeeze page. And now down here, we want to add in that cross-device tracking. Oops, not that, sorry. Right there. So you can't really see, it's off the screen there, we go. So what it is, actually, what we changed this to, I actually just forgot. I forgot about this until right now. So you can add that in there, but what you really, since I changed that before in the other link, I changed it to the, I removed the parameter and changed it to this, using it as a sub-ID instead. So instead of leaving VID in here, which is the visitor ID, what we're going to assign this value, this parameters here, we're going to assign it the value of S1, which is the placeholder for ClickMagick's sub-IDs. So because it's coming from that entry link group and using that sub-ID, using the visitor ID as a sub-ID in the sub-ID number 1 spot, meaning the very first thing after the slash is sub-ID 1. If you add another slash and then another value, that would be sub-ID 2. So to use the value, pull the value in from sub-ID 1, wherever that redirect is coming from, this is the kind of the placeholder or token that you would use. I think is what they call the token, or people call them all kinds of things, but that's what you have to do. Add in the cross-device tracking token and change the VID to S1. And again, this is on your inside of your main link group on your main squeeze page tracking link. You add that to that. The other thing that I just did that was inside of entry links, the entry links link group. I just want to make sure that that's clear. When you create a link group, when you create an entry link, this is what it looks like from the start, right? And you can do this, and what I did was remove the parameter, and now I'm using this as a sub ID, so that would be sub ID number 1. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. One thing that I didn't make very clear is I do normally change the name so you know what this is. So I would change it to, like, let's say it's Bing search ads. Click save. That way, if you got a bunch of them in here, you can tell at a glance what that is. All right, last thing is the pixel on the thank you page. So we can track our opt-ins. So you go to Tools, Tracking Pixels, Pixel Builder, and Actions is what you would use for opt-ins. So something like, they completed an action that you got them to sign up for your email list. That would be an action. Engagement would be more like clicking a button or landing on the order form page. That would be an engagement. And then obviously sales is what's going to happen on the affiliate network side. They're going to be tracking all the sales. So you need to set that up. The integration between ClickMagick and your affiliate network on your own. They'll be passing all the sales data back to ClickMagick. For your email, though, actions is all you need. And you can use some kind of like a reference. So, I usually just do like opt-in. And so this is your pixel down here. As soon as you click out of this box, it'll add that in there. So you can see reference opt-in. So I'll copy that to the clipboard, go back to ClickFunnels, edit the thank you page. For some reason, it's taking a long time. And go up to settings, tracking code, footer code, paste that in. Because it's an image tag and not script, it has to go in the footer code, which just puts it inside the body of the page. All right, and what else? Oh, so I need to set up this redirect again. Usually, I don't ever remember what it is. I just go to Google and type HTML meta redirect template, and like the first thing gives you what you need. So right there is what you need. The meta refresh. I'm going to copy that whole line, come back to tracking code, and in the header this time, paste this. You got two things to edit here. Content, in the content tag, the 0 is how many seconds it should wait before redirecting them. So I'm going to change that to 5 seconds to give the pixel enough time to load. And then you got the URL, so the place you want to send the person to when it redirects them. That's what we created the link for in this tracking in the funnel. So this right here. So I'm going to just copy that and paste that in there. and save it, and we're good to go. So that's kind of the setup of tracking an entire email funnel. If you wanted to add in more, maybe you got 10 email autoresponder links, 10 different emails. You can do a couple of different things. You can create 10 different links if you wanted to, and do like email link number 1, email link number 2. Or if the links are all going to the same place, the same product, you can do SubID tracking. So what you would do is you take this link, copy it, and I'll open a new tab here. This would take them, this is the main email tracking link for that affiliate product. If you want to do, if you wanted to label that link as which email it came from, maybe you can add on what's called the sub IDs. So you just do a slash, like I just did a slash. And now I'm working on the first sub ID. I can do EM1. I mean, you can spell it out if you want. You can do 255 characters, I think, inside of each sub ID, and you can do up to 5 sub IDs in ClickMagick. So you can do email 1. Maybe you have different links inside of each email. Maybe you got like 4 links and you want to know which link they clicked on. You can do link number 1 inside of email number 1. So you can, with just that one tracking link right here in your email, in your funnel email links linker, just that one tracking link, you can track, an infinite really amount of different emails, links inside of emails. As long as it's going to the same place, as long as it's all ending up here, you can possibilities are endless of where you want to use that, as long as it's in an email and what you want to track. So so that's really it. If you have any questions on any of this, just let me know.